Mixue Bingcheng, a popular drinks outlet in China, well known for its budget-friendly bubble tea offerings, now boasts over 45,000 outlets worldwide, overtaking McDonald's and Starbucks as the world's largest food and beverage chain by number of stores. But how did Mixue rise to become such a global phenomenon? What's behind their massive success? And what's next for this rapidly expanding brand? Mixue's story begins in 1997 in Zhengzhou, China, when founder Zhang Hongqiao, a college student from a humble rural background, decided to build his own shaved ice machine. Funded by his grandmother's entire savings of 3,000 yuan, just around $400, he opened his first stall called Cold Snap Shaved Ice. Unfortunately, the venture didn't take off. Undeterred, Zhang pivoted, opening a restaurant under the brand Mixue Bingcheng in 1999, a name that signifies sweetness and refreshing coolness. In 2005, he added a snack counter selling 1 yuan ice cream cones, which was about 15 cents USD. These cheap cones became an instant hit, drawing crowds and setting the stage for explosive growth. Within just 1 year, Mixue expanded to 20 franchise stores, rapidly gaining popularity among students and lower-income customers in smaller Chinese cities. However, operating an ice cream-focused business presented serious challenges, especially in colder months. Recognizing this, Mixue introduced bubble tea and lemonade to create a sustainable, year-round business. Fast forward to 2014, Mixue crossed the milestone of 1,000 stores, and by 2020, it had over 10,000 stores, dominating China's smaller cities. Remarkably, Mixue achieved this massive growth entirely without external financing, a rarity in the competitive bubble tea industry. To humanize its brand and elevate it to new heights, Mixue introduced Snow King in 2018, Mixue's iconic IP and lifelong brand ambassador, along with a vibrant matrix of audio and video content. Today, Snow King stands out as a cultural symbol, featured prominently in many viral videos on China's social media platforms. Mixue's founder Zhang Hongqiao believes the secret to his success is simple: affordability. Mixue's signature drinks sell for just 2 to 8 yuan, around 30 cents to $1.20. Combined with a catchy theme song, a lovable snowman mascot, and a fun, youthful vibe, Mixue has captured the hearts and wallets of millions. Even today, that affordability remains Mixue's biggest draw, with less than 5% of stores in first-tier cities and over 57% in economically less developed third-tier and below cities. But affordability is just part of the picture. Mixue's true superpower is its exceptional control over the supply chain, which ensures profitability and scalable replication with ultra-low pricing. Starting in 2007, Mixue began setting up its own factories, producing processed ice cream powder and waffle cones. By 2012, it had expanded its production facility by building a more robust factory for core materials, not just for ice cream, but also for beverage product. Later, they even began growing their own fruits, striving to control everything from agricultural cultivation to in-house processing. Additionally, since 2014, Mixue also invested heavily in logistics operations to ensure franchisees receive materials at the lowest cost and with minimal delay. By 2023, the company had established 26 primary warehouses across China, serving stores throughout all 31 provinces, and had achieved cold chain logistics coverage for over 90% of its domestic locations. Now, their delivery network is so efficient that most areas, from first-tier cities to rural townships, can be reached within 12 hours. This vertically integrated supply chain allows Mixue to keep costs ultra-low, passing the savings directly onto customers. Today, Mixue is taking its successful formula overseas. It already has more than 4,800 international locations, mostly in Southeast Asia, with Indonesia and Vietnam leading the pack. Interestingly, despite its highly successful franchisee strategy, with over 99% of Mixue's stores being franchised, Mixue does not charge its franchisees franchise fees nor take a share of their profit. Instead, Mixue operates a so-called interest-aligned franchise model, where its 98% of revenue is generated primarily by providing raw materials and equipment to franchisees. Such heavy back-end, light front-end, enable Mixue to maximize its back-end vertical integration advantages while expanding rapidly with franchise partners in a sustained win-win relationship. Considering everything, Mixue's business model closely resembles Coca-Cola or McDonald's, which maintains a cost leadership through a formidable moat, self-controlled supply chain, and scale advantages that competitors simply cannot replicate. As a result, despite facing slowing down growth rate and food safety issues in the domestic market, Mixue has delivered impressive performance. Recently, Mixue successfully listed on the Hong Kong Stock Exchange, raising $444 million and seeing its shares surge over 40% on the first trading day. The company's revenue grew by over 40% annually between 2021 and 2023. And in the first 9 months of 2024 alone, Mixue reported an impressive net profit growth of 42% year-on-year. However, as China's domestic market becomes saturated and growth slows down, Mixue is increasingly focused on international markets. Investors hope Mixue's low-cost, scalable model will succeed abroad, representing a broader trend of Chinese businesses making their mark globally. Despite challenges like intense domestic competition, slowing growth rates, and adapting its strategy overseas, Mixue remains optimistic. The brand is betting its unbeatable prices, powerful supply chain, and franchise-friendly model will continue driving its success, transforming it from a local ice cream stall to a global powerhouse.